Welcome to So Highlands, a new provocative podcast from an old school local, Nicole Smith, and self-confessed transplant, Rachael Oakes-Ash. It's the podcast that says what we're all thinking, because regional living comes with its own conversation. Recorded on the land of the Gundungurra people. This is the Highlands.
Community. It's got a really strong community feel to it.
Plenty of cafes, good food, good people.
Country chic.
It's kind of a bit of a sanctuary.
Rural yet sophisticated.
It's great for breeding.
For breeding?
Great for raising young kids. Oh my gosh.
I also feel for a lot of my friends who are single that it can be quite a lonely place. It's really, to me, a place for couples and families.
It's a lot of wealth, which, make what you will of that.
I would say that the Highlands is a very comfortable place.
There's lots of beautiful landscape, but
When Sydney people or city people come to live in an area like this, I think they demand a bit more from restaurants and retailers.
Welcome to our very first episode of So Highlands, which is a new podcast, a new local podcast with Nicole Smith and Rachael Oakes-Ash. That's me. Hi, Nicole.
Hello. How are you, Rachel?
Well, we just had a coffee, so you know.
You're well. Well, you're not well, are you?
Not really.
Well.
I've got a broken leg, really. I had we don't really need to go there.
Let's not go there.
Do we? So why are we doing this podcast?
I think there's a vacuum in the Highlands of... There's so much great stuff happening. I think there's so many new things, and also we're pretty funny.
Right? No, I don't think we are.
No.
No. Well, we were going to call it So Hilarious until we thought, what if other people don't think we're funny? And then we're kind of screwed. So hashtag So Hilarious. We can still use that though. So we've decided to call it So Highlands because how often do you go, oh my God, that is so Highlands? Quite a lot. But I'm new to the area. I'm like a transplant. I've only been here 3 years. Mm-hmm. How long have you been here?
Well, I wasn't born here, but we moved here when I was 3. So am I local? I think I'm local.
Well, I don't know. Are you a local? What makes a local?
Well, that's the question. I think a lot of people get really weird about that with the Highlands, saying you've got to live here your whole life. I think that's what's beautiful is we're such a diverse community, so many different people. Look at you, for example.
Well, I'm very diverse. Look at me. Oh, my goodness. I'm so white. I came down here from Sydney, but during COVID, like the majority of the people that came down here from Sydney, but my parents were here for 25 years before that, which I thought made me a local, only because my dad had used to think he was the mayor. Thank God he wasn't. Can you even imagine if he was your mayor, Councillor Smith? You'd be beside yourself.
Oh, my God.
We would not be talking, you and I. You'd be like, I can't speak to you, Rachel. I know your father. So I used to think that gave me some in, but of course it doesn't because I wasn't born here. Do you have to be multi-generational? Do you have to have the name Oxley after your name? Do you have to be, Springett? Like, what do you have to be in order to be considered local? And does it matter?
I don't think it matters. I think that's what makes the Highlands really beautiful is we've actually always had people who've moved down here because they love it. And I think that's the key, right, is choosing to be here and seeing how good it is to live here.
Yep.
But then I think also if you've been here your whole life and not gone anywhere else, you don't always appreciate this place.
Well, I also don't think you appreciate the people that are coming here. If you've lived here your whole life and you haven't gone anywhere else and you haven't travelled or you haven't lived anywhere else, I think that makes quite a tunnel-visioned local and quite rigid to change and forward-thinking, because when new people move to a place, particularly regionally, they are bringing their own skills and they are bringing their own life experience and they are bringing a world that's not within here to the region that they've gone to. And I think that you can't change unless you're willing to be open to that. You can't be, oh, I'm a local, you're not. I'm a local, I have more right to be here. I'm a local, I have more right to have a say about the people constantly crossing Bong Bong Street. I'm one of those people. You would all hate me. Oh, you would hate me. Like, I'm like, pedestrian crossing? What's that?
Have you started complaining about no parks in Barrel yet? That shows you're a local.
Yeah, but I have. I actually have. Only because in the last 3 years, oh my God, what has happened? Like, seriously. I'm serious. What has happened? I can't get a park anywhere, particularly on a weekend. Just can't.
Does it take you more than 5 minutes to get from Mittagong to Bowral? Is that a problem?
No, because I go up over Oxley Drive. I go up past my neighbours, Mike Cannon Brooks. I think Jimmy used to live up there.
Now, we're not going to do name dropping. Now, one thought, have we actually explained who we are?
Oh, no, sorry. Who are you? Councillor Smith. No, we do need to say, though, of course, Nicole is a councillor on the local council, and so therefore the opinions...
Not as in therapy. I'm not doing therapy.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could. We've done it enough. Or I could. So that means that the opinions...
So the opinions I express here are my personal opinions, not those of Windsor Carriby Shire.
Oh, that's very well said. But welcome to council. Welcome to Councillor Smith. Have I said who I am?
No.
Well, you're more than just a councillor. What are you? What else are you?
Well, so as we said, grew up here, love the place, moved away to go to uni, travel, set up my own business at 28. And then when we had kids, we decided to move back to the Highlands. My parents were here and we were kind of on the cusp of technology being good enough to live here. And both my husband and I have our own businesses. So it was just good enough, and that's probably 17, 18 years ago. Technology was just good enough to be able to live in a regional area and still do meaningful work outside of the Highlands. So we moved back. I've got 2 kids. I've got a husband. I've got my own business in branding and marketing. And I really love the Highlands, and I feel as if there's not enough around the great stuff happening here. There's a lot of pylons about negative stuff and whatever.
We're a pothole-free zone, by the way. Pothole-free podcast. Pothole-free podcast. Yeah.
Please.
Continue, Councillor Smith.
Thank you.
Yeah, go on.
But that doesn't mean I think the other thing is I'm really excited about this because, well, you and I have known each other for a while, and you're funny. And you're provocative, and you're not going to let me get away with PR spin as well.
No, I'm not.
So,
not in a million years.
I think we should talk about you.
Oh, okay, sure. If we have to.
How long have we got?
How long have we got? I don't really have that much to say. I've worked in media since the moment I could speak. Worked in radio, television, print, digital. I've worked as a travel journalist, a lifestyle journalist. I train people in PR, so I can tell when you're trying to spin me. Thank you very much, Nicole. I can tell when someone's trying to spin something. I've got quite a diverse background. I'm an author. I've written a couple of books. I've probably forgotten something. I've produced documentaries. List goes on. You can tell I have ADHD because I don't stay in the one job for long.
The list is getting very long.
I like the dopamine of new projects.
Are you 85? Like how
I am.
Are you?
I am. I look good though, don't I?
I know,
not bad.
it's amazing.
It's Botox.
It's
Helen
amazing.
Maloof. Can we actually mention our sponsors? Because I want to be sponsored by the South Store. I mean, I'm not, but I'd like to be. So
didn't take you long. How long have we been?
South. I wouldn't mind. Thanks, Sophie. Well done. So that's me, and well, it's not really me. You'll find out more and more about me and Nicole as the episodes for this podcast go on. We've known each other for a few years. When we first met, I felt like we'd known each other forever, actually.
Yeah,
and I thought, oh, my goodness.
I agree.
Like, wow. So we can fight and argue and disagree over things, and I can certainly hold Nicole to account. She can try to do the same to me.
Physical challenge. Okay, physical challenge.
Oh, no fisticuffs. We're at violence-free zone as well. Violence-free podcast.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. So we just thought that, there is so much talk of negativity. Like, we should be talking about a lot of the new stuff. Like, did you know Mecca's coming to town?
Oh, wow. Is it really?
Well,
is it really, Rachel?
Can't remember who told me. Somebody told me, and I've been telling everyone, so it must be the truth. It's the same as, which is the thing of, like, when I first got here, I was at Nick's. Here we go, another sponsor, Nick's.
Okay,
Nick's Cafe, having a coffee, and I referred to where I was living as Sobo. south of Bulway. And they're all like, oh, my God, Sobo. Within a day, I reckon that Sobo came back to me from somebody else going, oh,
So
yeah.
should we do that?
Yeah.
Are we going to try and do that?
Yeah, we should come
Make
up with
up
some
names.
words. Yeah.
Make up names.
And see how quickly,
We'll see
it
how
takes
long.
to get back.
What
to
if
us.
it never comes back? Does that mean no one listens?
Well, it means no one's listening to us. But I quite like Sobo because I thought Bowral has changed so much. It's almost, and of course there is so much more to the Highlands than Bowral. Just don't tell the people in Bowral, or the people in Burradoo. That Burradoo is actually not a suburb, and not Bowral. It's actually part of Bowral. I know I'm in trouble now. Back away, step away from
We're
the
lovers,
Burradoo.
not haters, Rachel.
I know,
Lovers, not haters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us an episode. Anyway, it's just I like to stir the pot a little bit because Sobo was south of Bulway. Some people like to call it South Bong Bong, but I'm like, no, it's Sobo. It's south of Bulway. Then Noco was north of Corbett's, where nothing ever happens. Noco, except of course Babs Storehouse, which we love, and Ilfamento.
How many names are you dropping in?
Oh,
How
it's not
much
bad,
are
is it?
they?
We need some
Good.
sponsors. We need some advertising dollars at some stage, right? Have you seen the new hand-painted little plates at Babs? We quite like them. But of course, we all have to go there because the post office is there anyway. And then downtown was between Bulway and Corbett's. That's the CBD.
Okay.
And then, of course,
Okay.
there's High Street, which is
Okay, so
Lamos.
if anyone hasn't, do you think people will still be listening? Do we need to actually explain what we're talking about and why we're doing this?
Yeah, we should probably. So we're not just going to sit here and gas bag.
We might.
We might. Well, I think there's quite a few. I think we'll do about 6 or 7 or 8 episodes to start, and we'll look at some issues and problems and challenges in a positive light, and then come up with some solutions from various people within the community themselves, and we'll chat to them as well. And we also will chat to the average Joe Blow on the street about what they feel about different things. What topics do you think we should cover?
Well, I think there's so much to cover. I think how do we keep the green between is a really important one. Everyone cares very much about that.
Yep.
And so I'm really interested in exploring how do we do that? From farming, agribusiness, the planning of the area. So it's a big issue. I'd love to get into that.
So that's about ensuring that we don't just sprawl out from Bowral to Mittagong, or Mittagong to Berrima, or
Exactly.
Coloval to Mittagong. Yeah.
And I think it's also about the environment here. And I think most people move here for the farmland, for the bush, for the climate, sometimes. And so we have a really important role to play in keeping the Highlands special and precious. And I think that's something else we want to explore is what is the identity of the Highlands? How do we make it better rather than just complaining about things? What's the really good stuff we can do? And who's already doing really good stuff?
Well, there's quite a few people actually already doing good stuff. Well, we can do takers and givers, lovers and haters. We could do all of those. But we do really want to concentrate on those that are not just seeing the problems, but seeing the solutions.
Yeah.
Really.
And I think too, I don't know about you, I feel as if there's no place for what is really happening in the Highlands. Unfortunately, the media landscape's pretty
There is no media
hollow.
here, darling. Where's the media?
No, it's a bit hollow.
Well, there isn't any media.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's the Fold, but that's a guide to the Highlands, really.
Yeah.
That's more events and telling us
Yeah.
what we're going to do and where we're going to do it and who we're going to do it with. Quite like that. Makes the decisions for me. There used to be that paper that used to be in Harris Farm. What was that
The
called?
Express.
The Express.
Yes.
I don't know
It's gone
whether that
now.
was in an independent style
Yes.
paper.
Right.
I'm treading very carefully because I work in
Yes.
media. But that's gone now, has it?
Yes. The print version's gone.
But there is no online version. There's just a Facebook page.
Okay, I'll just leave that Willow Road.
Okay, all right. And then there's also, there's the Southern Highlands News.
Yes.
That's part of News Limited,
But it's
isn't it? News Corp.
syndicated. It's syndicated.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and
there's
also
not
there's a
lot of
paywall.
local.
There's a paywall.
Yeah. And there's Radio 2ST and there's ABC, Illawarra and Win News on TV. But there's no one really talking about what is going on. what's interesting, what's actually happening with people. I don't know where that is. So we're crazy enough to have a crack at it.
Well, why not? I think we should have a crack. I think we should talk about homelessness.
Yeah.
And youth
that's
on the streets. Like,
that
this
is
is
such
massive.
a big issue, and it's such a hidden issue in the Highlands.
Yeah, and
as
people like to
well.
think it doesn't happen.
Well, don't you think the Highlands, everyone has this view of, the High Life sort of version, and High Life's a great magazine.
Yep.
But I think people think it's all shiny, it's very privileged, it's very lovely, and it is, but we're a diverse community, maybe
are.
not culturally.
Socioeconomically, we're very, very diverse.
Very diverse.
Very diverse. And most people just see Bowral and think that's the Highlands. And as you say, see High Life and go, that's the Highlands. But it's not. Like, there are people struggling. There are people on the breadline. There are people in the breadline. There are...
There's a lot of mental health issues as well that I think go under the radar.
Yeah, and that comes with the pressures of today as well, which of course are financial pressures. There's also a fair bit of domestic violence, which isn't great. So we definitely need to do an episode on all of this, I think, as well.
I also want to, you've got a great background in travel journalism and food. I really want to explore the food scene as well. I think that it's always been fascinating to me. Where are all our hatted restaurants? Like, what's happening on the restaurant scene here?
It's hard to keep chefs. I think that's one of the biggest issues, because to keep a hat, to get a hat, you have to be consistently good. To keep the hat, you have to be consistently good. Hat, the Good Food Guide, and we're not talking about the Australian Good Food Guide, we're talking about the real Sydney Morning Herald Good Food Guide hats. They will visit your restaurant a number of times without you knowing. We used to have hats. There used to be Biota and Echelot used to have a hat. We've certainly got restaurants that could do it if they remained consistent, but it's about keeping that level of service, because service is a number of points within the hat system as well as having chefs that are innovative and can actually consistently deliver and stay in the Highlands. Like, if you look at Julien from Franquette, another possible sponsor, Go the Crepes. He's opening.
Do you need to come with some warning? You know how I've got the counsellor warning?
I don't need those. I'm not on council. It doesn't matter, right? So Julien, who's French, and if you haven't been to Franquette, it's the creperie on Bong Bong Street. He's actually opening a new French bistro in High Street. No, this is good. This is news, right? Okay, so you see it as a sponsorship call. I see it as news, right? It's news. It's going to be great. It's going to be steak frite and some Parisian hot chocolate.
Are you going to get them cheap?
No. I'll still have to pay. It kind of sucks, but anyway. It's all good. What he does, from my understanding, is that he has all these fabulous French people that work for him anyway, and who can resist a French accent? I can't. They actually provide accommodation for all of their staff, for their employees.
Oh, wow.
So they're in a lucky position to be able to do that for a lot of them.
That's huge.
I know that Chris down at Plantation and Harry's has done similar offerings to keep people in the Highlands.
Yeah.
But of course, housing is an issue as well. So actually getting somewhere to live and getting rent is really difficult, because the rents are so high. So you put that up against your cost of your business, and how long can you actually do that for? I think, for me personally, I would love to see High Street as one big long lunch, one big long gourmet street.
But I'm conscious
Gelato
you've spoken a lot. You're a bit in love with Bowral. You know,
I know.
What about Mittagong? What about Mossfowl, Robbo, Bundanoon? You know, we have so many towns and villages.
Well, Moonacres does the best croissants in the Highlands. Yeah.
But I think that the Highlands is a lot more than Bowral, and you said that before.
Yeah, and it is. We know that. I mean, you know that. You're a councillor. You know, you have to run. You have to when you're going for votes. Not that I should say when you're going for votes. Going down a terrible thing.
It's a long way away.
It's a long way away.
Don't worry.
You have to be able to appeal to all of the different challenges and issues that happen in each of those towns.
And they're really different.
And they're really very different. I mean, look at Mittagong. What about Gigi's?
But
I've already gone there. I've gone to Gigi's already, because I'm kind of excited that Mittagong could actually turn around and have its own identity, food-wise and shopping-wise.
The maltings will hopefully be converted into a big hotel, art gallery. That's something
restaurant.
else. Can we talk about arts?
Yeah, we definitely have to talk about arts, not crafts. Yeah, we definitely have to do that. We definitely have to do that. We have to talk about GGs for the people that don't know what GGs is.
What about the dating scene?
Oh, 100%. Like you
Can
can
we talk-
definitely give some good advice on that, right?
Maybe not. Maybe not my
I don't
core
think there is
skill.
a dating scene down here. I
Maybe
can talk
there
about
is.
it. Oh, that's
Maybe
right. You
there
talked about
is.
your husband and children. I don't have a husband. I don't have children. I don't even have a dog.
You should get a dog.
No, I can't. I've got some magpies, though. They're quite nice. I can't because I travel.
Okay.
Do I want a husband? Not really. Would I like to
I
date
think-
someone? Maybe. But do I
Okay,
want-
so are we going to use this as a dating
Oh,
opportunity
God,
for
no.
you?
Can you imagine? No.
Can you please? And
No.
like, if
Yeah,
there's someone, bring them along.
Okay,
and
yeah,
I
bring
vet
it.
them.
Yeah, let's do that. That could be our third season, should we ever get to a third season of episodes. Okay, so arts not crafts. We should definitely talk about the food scene. We should talk about tourism and what we're doing about it. Like, how many times can we have? Pie time, tulip time. We need another time.
Well, do we need another
we don't.
time? Do we
We
really?
We don't. We should talk about Gunungula and Winterfest and what's happening out there and people that are for it and people that are against it and why.
And I think the broader arts scene here too. You know, we've got a really dynamic music scene,
Mm-hmm.
I think, as well. The Playhouse is going to be
Yes.
redeveloped in Mittagong. Well, fixed
Is it?
and redeveloped.
Or is that a myth?
No, it's real.
Okay.
True
Quite
story.
a few myths. What about that tech place out in
That's
Berrima?
a very. Are we going to
with
talk about the
private school?
myths?
Oh, we have to talk about the myths. We'll do an episode on the myths and we'll do an episode on
Or
myths and
mythical
legends.
developments or
Mythical
big
developments.
schemes, grand,
Yep, love
dodgy
it.
schemes. Should we talk about
Yep,
those?
definitely
There's
do an
been
episode on that.
Quite a few of those, let's just say.
Definitely. What about the people that have run out of town?
Oh,
Run out of town.
Or been sent to jail.
Oh my God, we could do so much on this. Be like cold case. We can go to Bali and search for half of them. We can become international and global. That'd be great.
We're going to need a lot of your sponsors to be able to do that, Rachel.
That's all right. Who else do we need? A Highlands Emporium. Hi to Alan.
So, okay, so the whole purpose of this
Yep.
is us getting together and talking about the stuff we love.
Yep.
But I think it's not just about us, is it? It's
Oh, God,
actually
no, it's not
going
about
to
us at
be
all. Yeah.
more about engaging with people who are doing great stuff locally. And also, I think we actually want to go out there and ask people what they're interested in and their challenges, rather than us just giving our brilliant
Well,
opinions.
because, I can assume what's going on with people as soon as they walk in the door. But usually it's wrong because it comes from my own lived experience.
Oh, you're so hilarious.
So hilarious. You can see why we're going to not call it that. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what it's going to be, and it'll develop as we go along. We do have a Facebook page, which is very old school of us. We're so hip. A Facebook page, which is facebook.com/So Highlands. There's nothing on it yet. We also have a Instagram account,
Yes.
which is what?
So Highlands Pod.
Yes, because somebody else had So Highlands
Yeah.
already. If you've got So
Damn.
Highlands and you want to give it to us, we'll
that
pay
would be
you
nice.
through our sponsorship.
Not very much
from-
money.
Let me think, who else haven't I mentioned? We'll pay you through our sponsorship from The Rabbit Hole.
Joey will love that.
Joey will love that. God, I spent a lot of time in Barrel, don't I?
You
okay,
do.
yeah, I
We're
need
going to have to get you out of Barrel.
Well, I used to
Maybe
go
an
to the Flower Bar.
episode could be about taking Rachel out of Barrel.
Oh, no, it's all good. Like, I'm happy to go out of, and I often go back to Sydney quite a lot.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. But also I do go to the other areas. But,
Okay.
But it's
you
just that
seem
I
a
use...
bit obsessed with Barrel.
Well, no, it's just because they have Wi-Fi. It's not that the other places don't have Wi-Fi. The cafes. Like, go to Flower Bar, they've got Wi-Fi.
Right.
The little cupcake shop, sometimes maybe they'll give us some cupcakes. Anyway, enough of me and my absolute 2576 obsession.
I know. But I think, Rachel, the other thing is you've got a lot of experience at doing this sort of stuff. Radio,
yes, I do.
that sort of thing.
I can find a story because that's trained into me. And hopefully we can also get the real stories from behind people and touch at the heart and get the connections, because the only way we can change again and move forward, of course, is if we're prepared to dive deeper within ourselves as well as dive deeper within the community. And I think we started this because of community. Like, you came to me and said, Rachel, do you want to do a podcast? And I said, sure. What do you want to do it on?
Well, I did a really long preamble.
Yeah,
I
you did
remember.
actually. And then you went, you wanted to do a podcast. I went, yeah, and you went, oh, I didn't need all that preamble. Oh, no, you didn't. So really it's
I think
Storytelling.
we want real stories, though.
Yeah, real
not
the press release. We don't want the press release.
And I think also, I mean, I think we'll touch on things like neurodivergence and the challenges.
So what was that? Yeah, 100%. We need to talk about neurodivergence. 100%.
You know,
yeah.
And so I think we want to go to the real places, understand, I think show the diversity of this place and celebrate. And do you know what I would really love?
What's up?
Is that we actually help to make some positive change. So I get so upset with people just being negative and not doing stuff. And the people who are really doing good stuff often are really quiet, don't say much about it.
Yeah, they don't. You're right. Yeah, those that think they're doing good stuff will often tell you. But that thing of what you just said before about they're quiet, etc. I also do think there is a place for challenge and there is a place for negativity. Depends on how you see it. I don't mean negativity. Constructive criticism is great.
Yeah.
But constructive criticism doesn't always land well with people that are not open to constructive criticism. They see it as negativity. I think we all agree on potholes, though. But sorry. Oh, that's right. Pothole-free podcast.
You sound like if you say don't talk about this.
I know. But, you know, I have oppositional defiance disorder. Tell me not to do something and I'll do it, right?
It's a long
We'll just keep the list going. But, yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be great. We're going to be releasing an episode a week, we hope. Is that right?
Oh, wow. Okay, yes.
Oh, did you want to do one every 2 weeks? I don't have a lot of time in this town right now, Nicole. I've got to get to the Winter Olympics by February. Oh, did I mention I'm also a ski journalist?
Which is so convenient. Why do you live here as a ski journalist?
Well, because it's only 4 hours to the snow. It's 6.5 hours from Sydney. Why do I live here at all is the question, right? People always say, why do you live in the Highlands? And I go, that's not where I expected you to be. And interestingly enough, this might be a good one to finish on actually, is that I came down here because my father was dying. During COVID, I had been living in America. I couldn't get back to the States because the borders were closed. I don't want to go back to the States now for various other reasons. And I was kind of, is it hogtied when your hands are tied? Hogtied, is that not right?
I don't know.
Is that probably not right? Okay.
That's not sounding good.
That doesn't sound good, does it?
No.
Hand-tied? Tied.
Your
My hands were tied?
tied.
My hands were tied.
Don't
there you
say
go.
hog-tied. That's like...
Is that really bad?
I think if you're getting arrested.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, okay. So I was arrested when I first got down here. Let's see how long that takes to get back to us.
Or kidnapped.
I was kidnapped and brought down to the Highlands. And then I had to make this decision. And the decision was, because I love the ocean and I'm obsessed by the ocean. I lived in Sydney by the ocean. I came down from Sydney by the ocean because I came back during COVID. And I had to make a decision. Do I stay for community or do I go to the ocean for my soul, but I don't have community there yet? And I actually chose community.
Yeah,
and
wow.
I chose community because I had a really great community here of people through a writers group that I was a member of, through years of coming here through my dad. For various reasons, I had a really good community. And I thought that's what you ultimately need more than salt water. Yeah. But every now and again, I could literally ditch the community for salt water.
It's only an hour down the coast.
An hour. What are you going to do for an hour? Oh, listen to a podcast.
Yeah, listen to us.
Right,
but I think that's the heart of probably what we're trying to do.
Community.
It is actually about community. It is about celebrating people. And I think for me, that's totally it too. That's a massive part of here, is knowing that if stuff goes wrong, there's people who will actually just come and help you and be there. And we do have interesting people who live here. And
oh, God, we have Academy Award winners.
Yeah, and I think that's the purpose. So the purpose of this podcast is, A, for me to get you to stay here.
I can record in remotely, but okay. Yep.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
And 2, I think to celebrate the great community and give us an excuse to actually meet and talk to those people and find out more about them.
Sure. I think that's great. And with that, I think we should finish our first episode. So thank you so much for listening if you got right through to the end. We'll be back on our next episode of So Highlands.
So Highlands.
So hilarious.
So Highlands. It's So Highlands.
You can listen to us on Spotify and Apple.
Thanks for listening to the So Highlands podcast. If you like what you hear, be sure to review and subscribe via your favourite podcast platform. Like at So Highlands Pod on Instagram and at So Highlands on Facebook and YouTube.